So here's a quick checklist to determine whether or not you are someone who's not going to be getting the best results possible from their exercise. Firstly, you're a group class attendee. Secondly, your routine changes frequently. We're talking every week or sometimes even every session. Impatience with progress. You're quitting a program if you don't see results within the first couple of weeks. Lack of long-term focus. You're not sticking with the plan long enough, and we're talking 3 to 6 months plus before you make any changes. And boredom. You're basically changing your routines out of sheer boredom rather than any form of necessity. Now at this point, I would say that I get it, but actually I don't, because I do the same battery of exercises repeatedly, and if you see my Instagram, you're going to know. And this is the reason why. Firstly, I have a strong why. I want to age the best that I can and be active and healthy into my old age. And secondly, progress. How will I be able to apply the key principles of progressive overload if I'm always changing exercises all the time and switching things up? Basically, I won't. So whilst it's tempting to switch things up and to keep things interesting, you're doing yourself a massive disservice. If I'd strayed from a training block just because I was bored, I'd never get as strong, lean and athletic as I am now. And they're the exact benefits that I want for you guys too. So when you start a new exercise, your body needs time to adapt. So the first few sessions, they're all about your brain learning the movement, you becoming more efficient with the technique and the skill. And during this adaptation phase, you're going to add weight quickly just because you're getting better at those things that I mentioned. Now, if you switch routines every month, you're going to be stuck in this perpetual cycle of adaptation without any real meaningful progress. So consistency is the game changer. It's not enough to just show up at the gym. You need to follow a well-constructed plan and you need to stick with it. If you're switching programs frequently, and this is known as program hopping, it's one of the biggest mistakes that you can make, because this habit is going to disrupt that principle of progressive overload, which is essential for any form of muscle gains or strength gains. And when you consistently change your exercises, your body doesn't get the chance to adapt and improve. Now, just to return to group classes, these can be fun, they're a great social, but they often cater to entertainment rather than fostering consistency. They're all about program hopping and they're all about chasing novelty and just keeping you stimulated. So they're essentially the exercise equivalent of scrolling on Instagram and searching for that next dopamine hit. Whereas good training should be all about picking up just one book, reading it in its entirety and taking all the lessons that you can out of it. If you're performing a new set of exercises and new protocols every single session, these classes can keep you entertained, but they're not going to provide the steady progress that you need. And while they might be a good supplement, relying solely on them is going to lead to the same pitfalls as program hopping. Now, some of you may have heard of muscle confusion. This is the idea of just shocking or confusing your muscles, but it's a myth. Your muscles grow by progressively getting stronger at specific exercises over time, not by constantly changing routines and exercises. Consistent progressive overload on a set of core exercises is what's going to drive real muscle growth, strength, and give you that physique that you want. So for substantial muscle gains and improved strength, you need a detailed, well-designed program tailored to your goals. If you follow that program consistently, even if you don't see immediate results, give it time, at least 8 weeks before you make any changes. Consistency is key. Now, it's likely that you're going to hit a plateau. Don't immediately blame the program. You need to look at your sleep, you need to look at your nutrition and your stress levels. Minor tweaks like adjusting sets, reps or rest periods can help, but keep the core exercises the same and vary your accessory movements if you need a change. So hopefully I've convinced you. Stop program hopping and commit to a consistent training regimen. Hopefully you found that one useful, guys. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.